All right. So today I'm going to look at a couple of mowers, probably just one at a time, but recently I just picked up a couple of them. One of them was one was just on the curb being thrown away, so I grabbed it, and the other one the guy was trying to sell me, saying that it was a good mower and all that good stuff. But for now, well, let's take a look at both of them. So this one, Craftsman Gold 6.75, is actually a pretty nice mower, right? Looks pretty clean. Of course, the only thing I noticed right off the bat was the front wheels getting bald, and that's because when you engage the front wheels, and a lot of people just hold it up to make a turn, and when you sit it back down, the wheels are just turning on the ground before you start rolling with it, right? So they tend to wear out fast, but no big deal, right? The only other thing I noticed when I looked at the blade, you can see how many dents and nicks, and it's pretty dented up and pretty dull. So I'll probably take a look at that and see if I can sharpen it and bring it back to life without having to buy another blade. Maybe it's still good. Now this one, it does have gas in it. I don't know how old it is, but it smells okay. It's not like it doesn't smell like old gas. Somebody probably put some gas in it and tried to start it and it wouldn't start. The oil, well, there's oil in it for sure, but that sure looks thick, I might have to change that out. But other than that, that's all I know. I'm going to troubleshoot this thing, and I know it doesn't want to start. I pulled it quite a few times, and this has the automatic choke on it. So I guess first thing I'm going to do, spray some carb choke cleaner. I'm almost out. I'm just going to spray some down in there and see if it'll fire off. If not, then I'll check for spark. Now this other one, this Cub Cadet, you can see it was caked up with a lot of crap in here. He already knocked it. We knocked a lot of it off, but it was all caked up. It was all caked up inside the grass chute here, and you can still feel some in there. Oh, there's rust all over the place. Yeah, see, it's just all pretty messed up. And look underneath, you can see some spider cobwebs and spider eggs and just all that stuff. So it looks like this thing has been sitting for quite a while, probably a good year if you ask me. And what pissed me off, he was trying to sell it to me for 40 or 50 bucks, saying, hey, it's a good solid mower, I just used it last month. But his son tried to get on here and pull it, and the rope broke, the pull rope. And he said that's the only thing wrong with it. And I'm looking at it going, dude, no, this thing, I don't know what he's talking about, but this has been sitting for quite some time. But I will cover this in another video. Give you some pointers on how to deal with a scammer. Alright, let's take a look at the air cleaner. I'm going to take this off and spray some air cleaner in it, or I mean carb cleaner. Oh, check that out. That's not too bad. First thing I notice, let me get you over here where you can see. So I don't know if you can see in there. This is supposed to be an automatic choke, and the choke right now is just wide open. And it seems to be stuck. Yeah. So the choke is not engaging. So I'm going to spray some gum out in here and see if it'll even try to start. Alright, so there we go. We know it's going to try to start. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this off, take a look at the carburetor, and see why the choke is stuck open. Alright. Yeah, see the this right here? The way it's supposed to be, traveling all the way back, and then it travels this way once you get the flywheel and the fins pushing air across. Then it's supposed to push that open. So it could be in the carburetor itself, but if you listen to this, so on this other side, it looks like there's a hang up there. On the other side is where the thermostat moves back and forth. And I believe that's where it's hanging up. Let's take the cover off and see what we can see. Looks like he's missing one screw. Okay, we're going to have to take the hood off. Just lean this back. I'll take it all the way off. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, so this is the piece that is supposed to be rocking back and forth. And it looks like it would move freely, except this piece right here is your, it's the thermostat that's hooked right here on the muffler. So when it heats up, this is supposed to be normal position way back here. And when it's like this, you'll see the choke is closed. So two things happen when the fins, when your flywheel's spinning fast and the fins are pushing air across this, it moves this over, right? But also, when this heats up at the muffler, this is supposed to move over and keep this lever in this position when it's hot so that it'll open the choke. So, I don't know if it's faulty or if it was just corroded and gunked up in there. You can see all the the stuff that's just caked on everywhere. So let's clean it up and see if this frees it up. All right. Yeah, that was pretty gunked up in there. And it's good to try to keep it clean. Of course, this is all underneath this thing, so it's kind of hard to reach if you don't do it on a regular basis, you know. But when it gets all caked up like that, everything will run a little hotter. And corrosion will happen a little faster. Maybe that'll work. It's starting to free up. Alright, let's put it together. Alright, well that wasn't too bad. Just saw the choke was sticking. It was stuck open. So just dug down, found the problem. Put it all back together and it's working great. So I guess I'm just going to give it a good clean up and put it out for sale. So on to the next one. I have one more to do, and I'll be showing this in a whole different video. I might not be able to get finished with it today, but let's take a look. So as always, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and watch for my next video.